What's up? It's me, Winter, aka Emma Jane, live from Jamaica, Yaman, and I am having an amazing time. Here's my backdrop. The wind is not acting up. I was trying to do a video yesterday, but it was just a little too windy, and I was like, nobody's gonna be able to hear me. But look, check out the pool down there. Oh my God, this is such a vibe. So anyway, it's definitely hot out here, so we're gonna bring it, we're gonna still make it cold, and so this trip is inspiring me, and it's making me think about all the things that you can find out about somebody that you're dating or trying to have a commitment with. You might need to think about this before you decide to go further with them. How do you travel with that person? And all the things that you should look at and look for when you are traveling with somebody. And so, you don't even have to do like dating. Like at the end of the day, traveling shows you just a lot about people in general. It shows you how respectful they are. It shows you how considerate they are. It shows you how they plan. What do they pay attention to? How do they treat people who are natives? How do they treat people who are at the pool? And so you can really decide a lot on your fate within a relationship or a connection based on how they treat others and how they treat you. And I have had several instances in my life where I was like, yep, I will never travel again with that kind of person. And now I pay attention to that stuff. So let's first start off with how they plan. Okay, so pay attention to, do you guys have the same taste in hotels? That's a big thing. Everyone doesn't want to stay at, La Quinta or Marriott. Some people want to stay at the Ritz. Some people want to stay in, they're like, no, I would never do Holiday Inn or the Wyndham. And so you first have to decide, like, do we have the same taste in hotels? Some people are extremely frugal and will not book a hotel without a coupon code. And if they can't find a coupon code or a discount, then you're not going to be able to stay where you want. So before you decide to travel, I think those are some good questions to ask. What are your favorite hotel brands? Because if you guys do not have that same level of, expectation on hotels, you may be very disappointed when you go out with that person. All right. Second thing is, are they organized? Okay. Are they going to be looking at you to pay for everything? Do they have an issue with splitting bills? And is everything a big deal when it comes down to the check coming? And the way that you can save your sanity with this kind of situation is always have cash on hand, right? Another thing is, if you're a woman and you're doing like an all-girls trip, you need to ask yourself some things about yourself. Because remember, this whole thing is about self-awareness. And if you don't like a whole bunch of personalities, you might not ever want to do a girls trip, because too many things can throw off women, period. They can have their period. They can be moody as hell. A phone call from their man, can throw the whole trip awry. Looking at you funny on accident, and you might have had something in your eyeball. You didn't really mean to look at them crazy. Throw your whole trip off. So you have to be really careful about, are you sensitive around other people's energy? I am super sensitive around other people's energy, and I do not like traveling with other people because I'm super considerate to the point where I will just like let them do whatever they want just so the trip will go smooth. But to be honest with you, I would just rather go alone so I don't have to always consider. I did not realize this until I got into my 40s, that I was like, I don't like to be around other people because I'm always considering them. But you might find that you're not really super considerate, you're super selfish. So the thing is that if you're a super considerate person, traveling in a group may not be for you. Okay? So then we're going to look at that. Also, the next thing when you're traveling is sleep, right? Are you somebody that needs to have the TV on while you sleep? That might bother the person that you're in the room with. These are things that you don't think about, especially if you don't live with the person, that could affect you, especially if you're doing a group, a trip with somebody else. and it just so happens you're like, oh yeah, we should go do this, and then next thing you know, you're like laying in the bed and they gotta watch TV, and now you're not getting any rest. So that's another thing to look at. Also, eating schedule. Have you ever been out with somebody and you were starving, but they didn't even think about, like, did you eat, or do you want to eat, or where do you want to eat? That's a whole thing right there. So these are some questions that I think is super important when you are going out. So is how do I eat? What do I eat? What do they eat? Everything that you take for granted when it comes down to what you like and your preferences, you need to ask that other person and see if your styles match up. Also, another point is, are you one of those people who like to plan the whole trip? Like when you wake up in the morning, 9:45 we're doing this, at 11 we're doing this, at 2 we're doing this. You will be surprised how many people you travel with have to have a packed itinerary when you might just be one of those people who are like, look, I just like to chill because I'm a chill person. When I'm out, please don't be booking for me. Please do not book a whole itinerary, because I'm gonna be like, this is not what I signed up for. Stop. So that's another thing is, are you more relaxed or are you more rigid and scheduled? Another thing, let's see, bathroom time, shower time. How long does the person take showers? These are questions that you really need to ask, because if you know that you are a 45-minute shower taker and they are a 45-minute shower taker, somebody is going to have cold water. I can guarantee that. So whoever is the quickest shower taker needs to go first. Things you need to talk about. I promise you, I have dedicated my life to helping people have more smooth and harmonious interactions with their friends, family, coworkers, all the things, children. And what I've realized is that the things that we take for granted don't really come up above the head until you are with someone that is totally different than you and triggers you. And we want to be careful that we don't judge other people for being different than us, but instead do damage control before you travel. Ask all the questions. Do they drink too much? Are they loud in public? Let me tell you, I was on the bus coming up here, and let me tell you, these people were cussing and yelling, and my daughter was like, Mom, what is happening? You will be surprised as some people who drink alcohol turn up so much that it's embarrassing you. You'll end up getting kicked out of places. You will end up people looking at you crazy, and you don't have any kind of personality like that. But guess what? Birds of a feather flock together. And next thing you know, you getting kicked out, or you getting looked at funny, or you getting judged because your friend or the person you're with does not care how they make you look or other people around them, because they don't care how they look. And I get it. Sometimes I think that we shouldn't care about what other people think about us, but when our freedom starts infringing on the rights of others, that's when we need to do a reality check. So just remember, when you travel with somebody, you are going to see a lot. If you really are aligned with these people that you're traveling with, you are going to see that maybe you and this person were not meant to do that. And you can actually save your relationships by not doing things you're not meant to do. And, story time. You know me. I'm always going to come with a story time. I remember somebody asked me, did I want to take a trip with them? Oh, wait, is that Jamaican? Tell me. Okay. I'm sorry. Every time I hear music, I'm like... So the thing is, they were like, yeah, let's take a trip. But what they don't realize is their personality did not vibe with mine. They're really negative. They're really critical. They like to talk about people. And it made me really uncomfortable when I did take a trip with them. So I had to remember, I didn't enjoy myself. And when you're taking a trip, you want to have the best time ever. So be careful with who you spend your time with, and make sure you vet them out before you buy that ticket. Okay, you can thank me later, like and subscribe, and I hope you're having an amazing time. Say bye from Jamaica with love. I'll talk to you later. Oh, and remember, if you have questions, need advice, let me know. And also, before I end, have you had a horrible travel experience? Because let me tell you, if you've had a horrible traveling experience, please leave that in the comments below, because I would love to know What happened? How did you deal with it? Or did you have a positive travel experience? And how did you guys connect and mesh? Anyway, let me know. Leave me a message. Need advice? DM me on Instagram at the Trillis Winter. You can Gmail me, and I will be more than happy to answer your question. I'm so glad that you guys are here with me, and take care. Talk to you later. Bye.